All right, well, Dustin, here we got the Pathway Cultivator. I do get some calls and questions sometimes about how to get that thing adjusted just right. As you can see, we're in the field and neither of the shovels are in the ground. So one of the advantages to the Power Ox is we do have some adjustments that we can make that can help us get that thing in the ground that shouldn't be that hard. And as we watch this, you're gonna see how these adjustments can be used in other tooling and other situations as well. So,
yeah, so the tricky thing about the S-tines is that there's no height adjustment on those. So like almost every other tool that we put on here, there's height adjustment. So individual height adjustment to each thing that you put on. So in this case, you're trying to get them all to engage pretty evenly, and that's a little bit tougher to get the whole carriage to go up and down flat. So obviously we can change these, right?
Yep.
So let's just put these down,
okay.
And all right, well, now what's the problem?
All right, well, we got the back ones closer to the ground, but the front ones are not in the ground.
Okay, so what can we do now?
All right, so let's put those back in where they are. That's fine, just right there, make sure they're down a little bit. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna flip the hitch that's on the Power Ox. And it's something that I don't know if everybody's aware of that you can do, so I wanna take the time to show you how that's done. All right, there's a clip down there.
Pin on the bottom.
Okay. So first we're gonna remove the tool. And maybe beforehand I should just put the kickstand down. If you're doing this alone, you can put the kickstand down and that way you won't fall forward. All right? So this hitch can be put in a vertical position or flipped 180 so that it gets lower. To do that, we're gonna be loosening this kind of set nut down here, and then we're going to loosen this bolt with a 3/4 inch wrench. Okay.
Now why is that there, Liddell?
All right. So if you're going to notice now with that set bolt it tightens everything up. Now when I loosen that bolt, now our receiver is loose. So the key is going to be having that. When you put it back together, you're going to want to tighten that back down.
So
okay?
Any movement here is going to lead to a lot more movement in the back. And so you want it pretty tight here, and then you want kind of all your flexibility to kind of be after that.
So you're going to pull the pin back in there. I'm going to slide this out, and I'm going to flip it around, as I said, 180 degrees. We're going to stick it back in. And you're going to put that pin back in there, Dustin.
So you can see we're getting pretty close to about the height level of that. As we operate, it's going to be about right there. So that's what we're looking for, right?
Yep. All right, we could, well, we'll just tighten this back down. Like, that's the plan. You want to?
Yeah, I'll get it this directionally. So again, if I tighten that there, tighten the bolt, and then put the nut in, put the nut up.
Just give that set nut tighten so that the bolt doesn't come loose later on.
Now this is nice and solid there.
Okay. All right, you get the handlebars, I'm gonna pull the kickstand back up.
Okay. Right.
Okay. All right, we're getting closer. And so let's give that a push and see if we can go from there. So, in that situation, we were able to work that up. We did leave quite a bit of getting a little deeper here in the back, not quite as deep in the front. And so
let's put these up just a little bit. Let's just go there. I just essentially just went up one notch. There you go.
So Dustin, let's move these S-tines closer a little bit towards the front so they're a little bit more in the same plane. So we're gonna loosen these bolts up. We're gonna give this a bit of a whack. Should we hit a little more, or is that good?
You can try it like that. Now this is pretty hard, compact soil. I'm gonna turn it off maybe.
Yeah, we'll go find some different soil.
Sure. So I think both on that and this, just moving it up help. The biggest challenge you'll get is you'll just get a little more trash buildup.
Yeah.
The flow won't be quite as nice, but we're
pretty consistent.
We're really pretty consistent. We're creating these ridges, but if you look through, we don't have too much deeper on the back, just a hair, which is okay as long as we're engaging everything. And they're moving soil pretty good on the hard and on the softer stuff here. So in this situation, if you're in the softer, that's where you move your gauge wheels down just a little bit more. It'll pick up your back a little, and you should be able to be consistent across. The harder soil, we just needed a little bit more depth. So.
All right, well, there's a few quick adjustments to get the Pathway Cultivator tuned into your operation. You might need to switch the hitch that goes to the power unit. Also adjust the gauge wheels appropriately and move the S-tines a little closer so they're more in the same working plane. Those should be a few things to help you get that tuned in a little closer.
Yeah, if you have any questions, just give us a call. Thanks.
Thank you.